she's going to get a pair for sure.
KYRIE, Scott Sargent, WFNY. Before the game, Coach kind of inferred that the first 5 or 6 minutes of this one could be a little dicey given the rest you guys had. Did you guys take it upon yourself to make sure that it was almost the exact opposite with the way you guys started?
Yes, it can go either way, especially being off for a week. And we didn't do any scrimmage or anything else. We just got a lot of shots up, some conditioning in. But we wanted to come out, make a conscious effort to move the basketball as well as get on transition and keep the pace up, make them play our game, and then go from there. But Coach was right. It could have gone either way, but I'm glad it went in the direction of us just getting out in transition, getting some easy shots, and as well as moving the basketball.
KYRIE, within the first few minutes of the game, you and LeBron 2-on-1 break. He points to the sky. I mean, what was running through your mind when you saw him just say, "Throw it up there"?
Throw it up there in any vicinity, he's gonna make a play. That guy's special. It's crazy what he can do in the air. And then I just, distinctively remembering him just pointing up behind me, and I could have easily laid it up, but to throw it off the backboard like that in a playoff game, in a high intense game, and having the trust between us two and him finishing an amazing play like that, just another play in the book for me and Brown on an alley-oop.
What did it mean though to have that kind of play early in the game, just to kind of get you guys going?
20,562 going crazy. Felt good. Get out on was it a 10? Were we up to 10-2, 10-3? So felt good, and the momentum, shifted to our side. Especially in the beginning of the game, you want to start off a game one like that, especially in a playoff atmosphere.
KYRIE, Kenny Rowe, WHBC. You're up 96-74 going into the third quarter. We've seen you guys squander some leads in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yep.
How much was there an emphasis today and through the 8 days that you had off to make sure that if you got a big lead like you did tonight, that wouldn't happen again?
There's always emphasis going into the fourth quarter. Sometimes it can go very positive or sometimes negative, which we've shown over, a few games where we have big fourth quarter, going into fourth quarter we have leads. But tonight, I believe Norman Powell hit 2 threes and then P.J. Tucker hits a 3. Do we call a timeout? We'll go over film. There was about 2 plays where Kyle helped off strong side corner, gave up an open shot, and then we were off the body on Norman Powell. He hits another 3, and P.J. Tucker gets a wide open shot. So we just want to limit those type of plays, but if they happen, we come to a timeout, get our bearings straight, then make sure that when we go out there, we execute at a very high level. We just don't want to come out and slow down our pace. If we slow down on our pace and we allow them to set up their defense every single time down, then it becomes tougher, especially in the fourth quarter where almost we're up 18. They're trying to play desperation basketball. They have Kyle in as well as Corey Joseph, that 1-2 punch, and then as well as Serge. So we just got to withstand their run and make it fourth quarter hours, which we finished with, even though they scored 31 points.
Greg Swartz, Bleacher Report. KYRIE over here. Career high for you in playoff assists with 10 tonight. You had 0 in Game 4. Obviously a big jump tonight. What was it about Toronto's defense that made you more of a playmaker and maybe a little bit less of a scorer tonight?
I don't go out there with the intent to have 0 assists. Sometimes it just happens that way. And tonight to hear that's the playoff high, obviously that's got to change going forward. But I'm just going to go out there and be myself, whether I have 0 assists, 10 assists, be aggressive on both ends of the floor and do whatever it takes for my teammates to win, for my team to win and help my team win. So there's no implement for me or focus going into that. I need to make more plays or get my teammates involved. I'm going to do that anyway, just based on the way I play. So, attracting guys coming off screens when I'm taking 2 on the basketball and then making plays on the backside. And sometimes the assist may not fall in my hands. It may fall in one of my teammates. So I'm fine with that. As long as we all put points on the board and we come out victorious, I'm okay with that.
Eric Smith, Sportsnet. You were just talking about the fourth quarter leads there a moment ago. Second quarter tonight, you guys are up 18. Toronto cuts it to 2. And as soon as they do that, you flip the switch again, go on a big run yourselves, go back up 14 by half. What was the difference in just those 2 separate 4 or 5 minute runs, pro and con?
2:54 on the clock. Got to finish out the quarter. Definitely made a conscious effort on our end to finish it. We executed. got in transition a little bit, made some shots, and going into halftime, you got to do that, especially in a playoff game. It's very vital for us to go into halftime, not with necessarily comfortably, because no lead is comfortable, but feeling like we finished the half the way we wanted to. They're a great team. They're going to make runs. We understand that. We just got to withstand that and stick to our game plan and execute at a high level.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. Just one more quick thing about the alley-oop. Have you ever pulled that off with the backboard before, even just goofing around with him?
Of course. Yeah. You guys haven't seen a lot of it, but yeah, just a lot of alley-oops. But I haven't been the only one that's thrown a backward alley-oop to him. He's been doing it over the course of his career. I don't know if it's necessarily been done in a playoff game, but glad I could be a part of it with him and for him to make an amazing play like that.
And I don't know if you saw him grab the beer, but it seemed like you guys were having fun at that point. I mean, what did that say? Do you have a reaction about that?
If it was meant to happen, it was meant to happen, honestly. Brown wanted to pretend like he was drinking a beer. That's on Brown.
KYRIE, Ray Jaski, ESPN 990. LeBron last series, early in the series, kind of raised some eyebrows when he said, we're just there, we're right there, we're real close, something like that. Couple more games, couple more wins. Then tonight, does it feel like it's really like you are right there? Like the cohesion is happening, the assimilation of a D. Will, of a Kyle Korver, getting guys back from injuries. Like you only had 4 turnovers through 3 quarters today. You have the high assist numbers. Does it feel like we're almost there, or the Cavs are like you guys are right there?
I mean, I wish there were a perfect world, especially a perfect basketball world where everything could just genuinely go right every single time down, but it doesn't. It switches, the momentum switches. So many mistakes happen out there, and our job as basketball players is to not only put the ball in the hoop, but make our teammates better, make sure we're there on our defensive executions, and making sure that we are all dialed in. And sometimes it's not going to look perfect, but for us, if we play at a high level for a consistent amount of time and we wear on the team, I feel like we're in a great place. And when the ball's moving, guys are being aggressive, there's no questions about the moves that guys are making or the shots that's being taken. We're all just trusting one another, and the basketball gods end up being in our favor when we play like that. We're playing at an incredibly high level. Obviously, there's some things that we can still get better at, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We know the ultimate goal. We know what we want to attain, and we understand that every step in every game is a step closer to that goal. So never take any wins for granted. Go out there tomorrow, watch film, and then go from there.
Thanks, everybody. Play change. Kevin will talk.